behalf of the Republic of Serbia, I announce that today we arrested Ratko Mladic. Extradition process is underway.
Europe's most wanted man, the former Bosnian Serb military commander General Ratko Mladic, is under arrest. He faces charges of genocide and crimes against humanity, including the massacre of nearly 8,000 Muslims in Srebrenica. Hello, welcome to BBC World News. I'm Lucy Hockings. Police in Serbia have arrested Ratko Mladic, the former Bosnian Serb military commander who has been on the run for more than 15 years. He has been indicted for war crimes. In a news conference, the Serbian President Boris Tadic said General Mladic had been detained, we understand, on Thursday morning. The process is underway to extradite him to the International War Crimes Tribunal in The Hague. Now, Serbian media have said he was arrested with false identity documents in the north of Serbia. In 1995, he was indicted for crimes during the Bosnian War, and it does include that genocide at Srebrenica. Let's take you to our domestic colleagues at BBC News. We can join now the BBC's Sophie Rayworth for continuing coverage of the arrest of Ratko Mladic.
Good afternoon and welcome to the BBC News at 1. Police in Serbia have arrested Ratko Mladic, Europe's most wanted war crimes suspect. He was detained earlier this morning in northern Serbia after an anonymous tip-off. General Mladic, the former Bosnian Serb army commander, has been on the run for 16 years. He faces charges of genocide and other crimes against humanity, including the massacre of thousands of Muslim men and boys from the town of Srebrenica during Bosnia's war in the 1990s. Our World Affairs correspondent Mike Waldridge reports.
On the run for the past 15 years, Ratko Mladic was the last remaining high-profile fugitive from the Bosnian War, a war hero to his defenders, to others, the architect of some of the worst carnage in Europe in decades. There have been many unconfirmed sightings of him, but he'd evaded all attempts to capture him, until today.
On behalf of the Republic of Serbia, I announce that today we arrested Ratko Mladic. Extradition process is underway. This is the result of full cooperation of Serbia with the Hague Tribunal. We have always believed in our strategy and the work of everyone involved in this process.
During the Bosnian War, Ratko Mladic oversaw the 3.5-year siege of Sarajevo and the shelling of its civilian population. He's also been indicted by the UN War Crimes Tribunal over the slaughter of thousands of Muslim civilians in the enclave of Srebrenica. In front of UN peacekeepers, Mladic had promised the people of Srebrenica their sons and husbands would be safe. A promise notoriously unfulfilled.
I never met him. I saw the result of his soldiers' work. I mean, he was a disgusting war criminal. He's a first-class war criminal. It's taken a hell of a long time to get him, and I'm delighted that at last The Hague has got hold of him. It will get hold of him. I suspect he'll move to The Hague pretty quickly.
The arrest of Mladic has been one of the conditions for Serbia's eventual membership of the European Union.
This is great news. I was exactly 1 week ago in Belgrade. I had an extensive, very deep, sincere conversation with President Tadic, and he promised me that we'll do everything to arrest Mladic. So if this is the case, it means that he's keeping his word, so that we should trust Serbia's determination also to come closer to the European Union.
Only earlier today, the UN Yugoslavia Tribunal had criticised Serbia for not doing enough to arrest Ratko Mladic. Within hours came this new turning point in the tortured history of the region. Mike Waldridge, BBC News.
Well, let's talk now to General Sir Mike Jackson, who's the former head of the British Army and was in Bosnia in 1995 with the NATO Protection Force. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. First of all, your reaction to the news of his arrest today.
Well, it's been a long time coming, but I think I speak for many people who are very pleased and relieved that this last big name